Alright, so welcome to another episode of that deep shit where we connect the dots. And on today's episode, we keep it real 90s. You know what I'm saying? We keep it real 90s. But hold on. Today's episode, we're going to discuss energy vampires. Yes indeed, yes indeed. So look, man, we all are faced with energy vampires. You know, sometimes they come into the physical form as haters. You know, a lot of the times, but not necessarily all of the time. They can come in any form. They can come in the form of your family, your friends, your parents, your kids. Energy vampires. They drain your energy. So let's discuss how energy works between people. All right, not even people. Everything. Yeah, because I'm a manly man. Everything, right? When two objects, two subjects of matter, anything in relationship to another thing, me in relationship to the chair, me in relationship to the phone, me in relationship to another person, a dog, a cat, a spoon, whatever. But in this case, we're going to talk about people. When you have two people, there's always a give and a take, a positive and a negative. Not necessarily a good or a bad, but just two opposite ends of a pole. Like, we'll use this. We'll use this. Alright? A battery has a positive and a negative. This is a person. Here's another person. Has a positive and a negative. Now, normally when you are putting batteries in, say, like a flashlight, the positive always goes to the negative. That's just how it works. Even inside of the remote, the connection is always the opposite of what it's connecting to. Same thing with people. Whenever you're having a discussion or interaction, there's someone who's taking and there's someone that's giving. Pause. First of all, pause on all of that shit. All right? But there's someone who is, I don't know how to say it now without it sounding funny, but you know what I mean. So there's someone that's taking energy and there's someone that's giving energy. You can see this in many examples, like let's just say you're always around someone who is depressed or someone who's thinking negatively, you know, and they always want to tell you their problems. You know, this fucking happened, I swear to God, I can't take it no more, I'm tired of this shit, blah, blah, blah. Now, you may love that person and everything, right? But notice when you're around that person, we'll call this the negative person. We'll flip them over on the negative side, see? On the negative side. So what happens is they're complaining, blah, 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 blah. You're like, oh my God, really? Are you serious? Oh, wow, I'm so sorry. But they're complaining and they're telling you all their story and they're feeling better because they're talking and they're telling you about what's going on. Not solutions to the problem, but just telling you. So what they're doing is they're pulling your positive energy. They're pulling it. And this isn't a good or a bad thing. This isn't, you know what I'm saying? But this is just what happens. So from talking to you or whatever, blah, 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 now they feel positive. But what happens is now you feel kind of bad. Like, yo, damn, that's fucked up. You know, I guess I have nothing to complain about because this person's going through hella shit. Blah, 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 blah. Right? That's what happens. It's an energy transfer. Anytime that you interact with anything, there's a give and a take. There's a give and a take. You know what I'm saying? So I was about to go really deep into energy transfer between items and objects, but we'll definitely save that for the hidden classes for the website. Ooh, the website. So where you could start to learn how to pull energy from other things. Yeah, that's something real. But anyways, in this video we're talking about energy vampires. You could spot these situations. You know, sometimes if you go into a room full of people and their vibration may be lower than yours or just different or whatever the case may be, right? If you peep, when you come into the room, you can feel that shit. You can feel that shit. I remember, you know what I'm saying? I used to be into, you know, I used to be a hip hop rap artist and shit like that. And I remember I used to come into the studio with a lot of fucking haters and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's cool. But a lot of fucking haters and shit. And I remember how when I would come in, it would seem like the room got dimmer. You know? Like the room got dim. You know? And I remember noticing that shit, and it wasn't like the light actually got dim, but it just, the mood became somber, right? And I thought it was me. I was like, man, I'm really bringing a depressing feel to the room, you know? No. What it was I was coming into all that negative vibration, and just me being who I was absorbing it and also putting out my positivity, because I'm the type of person, I stay the same way all the time. Like, I don't act different. I don't switch it up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm in a certain group and then I move to another group and now I act like this. I know y'all know people like that and I can't stand people like that. I never do that. So I stay the same and I maintain the same wherever I go. So in that situation, or in that example, just being in that type of environment was pulling energy out of me and draining it, right? Real shit. And you know what? It could have affected the electricity as well. It could have dimmed the wattage. Now that I'm thinking about it, that is a very plausible situation. That's real shit, because it does happen. Another way to speaking of the studio shit is making me think about this. Another way to spot energy vampires is people who constantly take from you. They constantly are taking, not actual items and shit, but thoughts, ideas, ideologies, concepts. These are vampiric characteristics. You know what I'm saying? And we all go through it. You know what I'm saying? We just kind of mistaking it as other things. You know what I'm saying? And it's just a differential in dimensions, because some people operate in higher vibrations, and the vibrations is what kind of because we all vibrate different, and it's your vibration that may have you in a slighter, higher or lower or different kind of dimensional plane than other people, and that's really all that it is. Yeah, so there's things that you can do to protect yourself from such said situations or individuals or items or whatever, because not just people can be vampiric. I mean, items can be vampiric. You know what I'm saying? And be very careful of such said things. Like, you could I'll give you an example of how an item can be vampiric and drain your energy. I don't want to do this to you, but I'm gonna have to. Y'all gonna damn near be mad at me. A Christmas tree. You may be like, oh, it's festive, and you know we enjoy Christmas for the kids. It's vampiric, because you're putting hella energy and thought into an item. Period. You're not you. It depends on your mindset. You can draw energy from the Christmas tree. You could. Or you could be giving your energy to the Christmas tree. That's one of the main reasons why I'm dropping this video, is so people could be more mindful of their energy transfer. You know what I'm saying? Or how it works. You know what I'm saying? So it's not necessarily bad to celebrate holidays, but scientifically it's draining. You know what I'm saying? And if someone is draining your energy, you have to start thinking, who's draining it? Who is harnessing this energy? Who? That's what all this shit is for, blood. All those fucking ceremonial days that we call holidays. It's somebody that is harvesting your energy, yo. Real fucking talk. And I'm not putting too much on it. It's real shit. So, ways to protect yourself from being drained. You can carry around certain crystals and shit, right? Like this right here, some good old tiger's eye. This keeps them vampiric spirits and energies all off you. But there's many different crystals that you can carry around that will kind of protect you and shield you from such said individuals or situations. You can also carry certain herbs. I won't get into which herbs you can carry around with you here. I won't go too deep into that here, maybe in a later video. But there's certain herbs or plants that you can carry with you to thwart off the fucking vampires, you dig? Being aware is the best way to thwart off energy vampires, man. Just to be extra funky with it. Just know how it works. And sometimes you might have to remove yourself from such said situation. For lack of a, I got a scratch on my lens. Ain't that about a bitch? Damn. That's fucked up. Anyways. Yeah. Yep. Because just like how I said, you know, and a lot of times you won't have to consciously remove yourself from the situations that may be vampiric to you, you know what I mean? The universe will do it, you know? The universe will do it, you know, because when you're vibrating on a certain level, like I said before earlier, dimensionally wise, you're moving from, you're moving to a different place. So this is why, you know, people, you know, become successful and they move away, and you know, they may start their life all over in a whole separate state or something like that. The story of it is, oh, I got a new job, I make 100K plus now, and now I can afford to live somewhere else that I've always wanted to live. That's the story. But the spiritual explanation is you have grown to a different place dimensionally wise in the third plane, in the third dimension. You have grown to a different spot inside of there, you know what I mean? And that's what happens a lot. So I mean, you know, stay doing the spiritual work is really the best way to thwart off vampiric energies. And be careful of the things that you watch and listen to, because like I said, not just people, TV, internet, all that shit, real shit. I'm just keeping it funky with you. That's my job. You know what I'm saying? My job is to keep it all the way 100 with you. All that shit, man. Be careful what you give your attention to. Just like how they say, you paying attention, you're paying something. You're giving something. You're giving your attention. So with that being said, I hope this helps. I hope this, you know, just touching the right person at the right time. You know what I'm saying? It's something that I kind of needed to revisit for myself. And with that being said, I'm gone. Peace.